Hello again, year 6. Okay, our lesson for today is all about properties of 3D shapes. Okay, identify 3 types of solid shapes or 3D shapes. Classify 3D shapes as prism or pyramid. Visualize and describe its properties of 3D shapes using real objects. Okay, first thing, I want to ask you, what are 3D shapes? How we are going to classify the properties of 3D shapes and why are they called 3D shapes? Okay, so keep that in your mind. We will ask later as while we are learning properties of 3D shapes. Now, so 3D shapes are solid figures with 3 dimensions. What are these 3 dimensions? The length. So 3D shapes has the length, the height, and the width. So also, don't forget, when we have a 3D shape or solid shapes, it has the faces, edges, and vertices. We call it vertex if it's only one. Okay, vertices is a plural of vertex. So that's why they are called 3D, because it has 3 dimensions. Okay, length, height, width, or sometimes we say depth. Faces, edges, vertices. All right. Now, this is an example of a 3D shape. If you could see, we have the cuboid here. Okay. So, this one, the line here over here, we call it edge. Okay. We have the face and this the opposite side there, okay, is another face, or if you can see, this is the edge face and another face. So these 2 faces, they meet because of the edge. It is where these 2 faces, one face, second face, meet. Okay. Next one. Okay. So 2 or more corners are called vertices. If it's only one, we say vertex. So this is the vertex. Okay? And this is also a vertex. This is also the vertex. Again, another vertex. And again, another vertex. And vertex, again, vertex. So these are called the vertices. Okay? So we have here, this is the edge. Edge, this is the edge, this one. This is the line. This is also the edge. Also, this is edge, edge, where the faces meet, edge. Okay, all this line here, they are the edge. And faces are the flat surface. Okay, so faces are the flat surface of the shape. So this is the face, and the other side, always a face, one face has the opposite side, another face. So if we will count even it's hidden, we say 1, 2, 3, 4, because the upper part and the bottom part. Okay, so the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. So this one we have 6 faces of the cuboid. All right, so that's why we say 3D, 3-dimensional shape. It has a face, it has an edge, it has the vertices, okay? It has the length, how long, how tall, and how wide. So this is also the 3 dimensions of 3D shape, okay? Now let's move on. So 3D shapes are classified as prism and pyramids. What are prism? Prism has two identical parallel end faces. So like what I have said a while ago, I will show you. And then prism can be named using the shape of its end faces. So example, this is a cube. When you see a prism has identical parallel end faces. So meaning if we have a face here, okay, therefore the other side also the same face. So it should be also a square, okay? Or it can be used the shape of its end. So this is a cube. Whenever all faces are square, we call it cube, okay? So anywhere the opposite side the same shape, even when we cut here, is still the same shape, the opposite, okay? Parallel end faces. Another one is this. This is a cuboid or rectangular prism. We call it rectangular. Why we call it rectangular? If you can see here, a prism can be named using the shape of its end faces. So what shape is this? It is a rectangle, okay? A rectangle. So the opposite side there is also a rectangle, and this is a square, okay? So this is a rectangle, and the other side is a rectangle, so we can call it rectangular prism because one face and faces is a rectangle. Another one. Now, if you can see here, what is this shape? It's a triangle, right? And then it says end faces. So the other side is also, oh sorry, is also a triangle. So therefore, what do you call this as prism? So since it says here, it can be named using the shape of its end faces. So this is an end. Both ends of the shape is triangle. Therefore, what do we call it? Triangular prism. Okay? That's so easy. Another one here. Now, so the one face, listen, named using the shape. So what is the name of this one? This is, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a polygon that has 5 sides, we call it pentagon. So since this is, it has two identical parallel end faces, the opposite, the top and the bottom is a pentagon, okay? Even though I will cut into half, is still the half will be pentagon, so it's still a prism. And now, this prism can be named using the shape of both ends. It's pentagon, so we call it what? Pentagonal prism. So these are prisms. Otherwise, they are not called prism. Now let's move on. So do you understand what are prisms now? Okay. Now another one is pyramid. Okay, pyramid has triangular faces that meet at a vertex. Let's see the example. So only the faces, okay, are triangles, and there is only one vertex that they will meet. All this triangle will meet. Okay, so that will be a pyramid. Pyramid can be named using its base. If in the prism, the prism can be named using the shape of its both end faces, like this one and this one, okay? Pyramid also, okay, pyramid can be named using its base. I'll show you now. So this is a pyramid. Look at the faces here. They are all triangle, okay? And they meet. All these triangular faces meet at a vertex. This is where they meet, okay? So all triangular. If all the faces, mostly aside from the base, all faces are triangle, there's no rectangle around, then they are not pyramid. So all these one are triangle, therefore it is a pyramid. What is the base? It's a square. So therefore, we call it a square-based pyramid. Okay? Why it's a square base? Because that's why we say square base. The base, okay, is a square. So they are called square based pyramid. Remember, pyramid can be named using its base. The bottom part is the base, okay? So square base pyramid. Another one. What is the base here? It's a rectangle and it's a pyramid. All faces and those faces meet at the vertex. So it's only one here on top, all triangle, and only the different shape is the base, and it is a rectangle. Therefore, what do you call this one now? Rectangular based pyramid. Okay. Another last example. How about this? If you can see, it's again pyramid because all faces are triangles aside from the base. So the base, how many? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 faces. Therefore, the base is hexagon. Okay, so this is an hexagon-based pyramid. Okay, hexagonal base pyramid, or uh, if you wrote hexagon base pyramid, is still correct, don't worry. So these are all pyramids. Okay, so prism and pyramids. How about those 3D shapes that doesn't belong neither pyramid or nor prism? What do we call them? So they will be only called as their basic names. So these are the 3D shapes, okay? Neither prism nor pyramid. So a cone, okay? Why cone is not a prism? Because once you cut like this or once you cut like that, it's not anymore the same face, correct? So it will change. It will be flat and the other side will be curved. So it is not a prism and there is no triangle face, but it's only curved. Okay, so we cannot call this one as pyramid. So it is called what? Cone. Next one, a sphere. Is there any parallel shapes? Nothing, because it's infinite. It's only one curved face, the sphere. So that's why it's neither prism nor pyramid. There's no even rectangle, correct? There's no even rectangle, a triangle. Next one. So the cylinder, it's only here, here. It's a circle. So, and if you cut it also, it will change. It will be flat and the other side will not be the same as the flat one. It's still curved. So simply call it cylinder. So the 3D shapes that are neither prism nor pyramid are cone, cylinder, and sphere. Okay? Now next one is state the number of faces, edges, and vertices of its 3D shape. This is what do we call it? It's a cube. How we are going to count the faces, the edges, and the vertices. First thing, we will start from the face. I told you, whenever we have the opposite side, it will be the same in the opposite side. So this is 1, and the other side 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So cuboid, a cube has 6 faces, and how many vertices? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. Okay? And edges, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right? That's how to count faces, edges, and vertices. How about the cuboid or the rectangular prism? So It is the same thing. This one has only rectangle. So the cube and the cuboid, the same faces, same vertices, number of faces, and number of edges. Next one is the rectangular, triangular prism. How many faces, how many vertices, and how many edges? So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So a triangular prism has 9 edges and vertices 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Faces 1 and the other side 2 and the bottom 5, 3 and then 4 and then 5. Okay, that is triangular prism. 5 faces, 6 vertices, 9 edges. Okay, and then pentagonal prism. So you can see that the face is already 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the bottom part is 5 also, so 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, sorry. Let's count again. So face 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's see what I wrote. Okay, 7 faces, 10 vertices, 15 edges. So just count the same thing as we are counting here. Okay, now, so these are square base. So this one, let's answer this one and you have to do alone. So face, 5 faces. Let's see, let's check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct. Now vertices 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Correct. 8 edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's how you will count. Okay, now the last one is triangular base pyramid. So we will count it. So 1, 2, and this front there, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. How about the edges? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. How about the vertices? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay now? Okay. Okay, how about the cone? So the cone has one vertex and we have one curved face and flat face. So we have one vertex, one edge, and 2 faces. Why it's 2 faces? Because one curved face and one flat face, so that is 2. Cylinder, how many? We have 1, 2, and the curved face 3. Do we have vertex like this pointed? No, so it's 0. We have edge, we have 2 curved edge. Okay, so cylinder, 3 faces, 2 circular edges, which is circular, or we can say curved edge, and no vertex. Okay, and sphere, do we have edge? No, we don't have, but we have one curved face. All right. Okay. Can you distinguish this one according to prism, pyramid, or neither? You can pause your video. I will give one example. Cube. Is it a prism, pyramid, or neither? So I will give you one and you can complete this one and let me know. So prism, it is a prism and a cube. Okay? So pause your video and answer. So you should know, is it pyramid or prism? And give me the name. Pyramid or prism? Give me the name. Pyramid or prism, or neither? then give me the name, pyramid or prism or neither, and give me the name. Okay? Answer it and submit. Now, what I want you to do now, this time is, in your page 17 is student book. Okay, student book, page 17, question 1, 2, and 3. Answer this question. Name, what are the names of these shapes? This is the question, and base it to this one. Write the letter of the shape that matches its name. Then, answer the questions in page 17 below. From question 2, okay, so page 17, page 17, this is page 17 in your student book, okay? Page 17. Answer question 1 up to question 1 to 9, okay? So, write the letter of the shape that matches its name. Which of these shape have only flat faces? Which shape have one or more curved faces? Which shapes have at least one face that is a square? So I already have explained to you um, how to classify and its properties of these 3D shapes. I want you to answer this one, take a picture and submit it to me through email or post it in your Google Drive. All right, children? So I will wait for that one. This is you have to answer this. I have explained already and you can watch the video. Also in your workbook, okay? Also in your workbook page, in your workbook, page 12, I want you to answer page 12, question 1 and 2, okay? There is the question there about writing the names of the shape. And in question 2, there's a question like this, okay? So you have the names of the 3D shape are there, and then write the how many number of faces, numbers of vertices, and number of edges. I'm going to give you one example like the cube. Okay, cube, how many faces do we have? We have 6. How do you count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, vertices. So you will count the vertices, the corners, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the vertices or the corners, 8. And the edges is 12. So this is for the cube. So 1, 4 on top, 4 below. So that's 8. And then the side, 1, 2, 3, 4 again. So 12. Okay. The rest, you're going to do it in workbook page 12. So meaning, I want you to answer page 17 in student book, all questions, all pages, and workbook, page 12, question 1 and 2. All right, year 6. So I want you to answer that one and submit it to me. Workbook and student book. So I will write it here again. This is for the this is for the student book. Student book, page 17, question 1, 2, and 3. Only this one, but I want you to do up to question, all question 1 to question 9. Okay, so this is what you're going to answer in your, you can answer it in the textbook of page 17 student book, as well as in the workbook, page 12, question 1 and 2. Okay, lastly, let's answer this question. Okay, Francine put 6 shapes into a bag. Her friends took each shape at random and described their shape. What shape would each of her friends describe? Can you tell me? Okay, 8 edges and 5 vertices. You can count it and give me what is the shape of this boy. And then my shape has 6 identical faces, so meaning the same faces. What do you think is that? Then the next one is my shape has 8 faces and 12 vertices. Can you explain this one? And you have to tell me also what is the answers of this. So there are 3 things that you are going to answer on this video. All right, you can pause and then answer it and then submit it to me. Okay, you can take a picture of this question, okay, and submit it to me. Okay, by year 6, I hope you understand about 3D shapes and its properties.